Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Varsity Media Sports Network, and welcome to Victor Central School, where it's senior night for the Blue Devils, the undefeated Victor Blue Devils. My name is Jeff D. Veronica. I used to work for the Democrat Chronicle, and now I get the privilege of being part of the sports media and being able to broadcast games. I still do a radio show. We'll tell you more about that a little later on. Our color analyst tonight is Paul Gotham from Pick & Splinters. Hi, Paul.
Howdy. Happy to be here.
I know, have you ever called a football game before?
Not a football game. I've done a little basketball, done a little baseball.
Well, it's a David versus Goliath, no doubt about that.
No. Yeah.
We've got an undefeated team, 4-0, the Blue Devils, who've outscored foes 136-17 on the campaign. And the Red Jackets of Monroe, they're only 1-3. Now, they won their opener, Paul, and they did it in dramatic fashion. We're going to tell you lots about Victor tonight. It's senior night. There's 24 seniors. There's 11 seniors on the cheer squad. We'll tell you their names too, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And make sure you stay tuned for the end of the broadcast. We will have the senior night festivities for you after the game concludes. So all you families at home that aren't able to join us here in the stands because of COVID protocols, obviously stay tuned for after the game. But a good crowd here, a sunny 60-degree night. It's going to get a little chilly when the sun goes down, Paul, but tell us a little about the Monroe Red Jackets.
Well, certainly you have the dramatic win there against Schrader to open the year with the pick six.
12-6 final score.
12-6 final score. Jameer Speed is going to be a player that will be very active in their offense. Jameer Speed, part of Matt McCormick's basketball team, averaged double digits for that squad. So we'll be using Jameer's name quite a bit tonight, and also we'll be hearing a lot of the name from Quentin Everett as well.
So after their win there, they've lost 3 in a row. They lost 42-6 to McQuaid, 41-0 to Pittsford, and 21-8 to Rush. They will close the season next Tuesday night at the downtown stadium that used to be called Marine Auto Stadium and Salem Stadium and Rhino Stadium against Aquinas. And we'll tell you about the Class AA football playoff picture in just a minute. But we also want to remind you that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by our good friends at Salvatore's Pizza, 234-5555. So make sure you order up tonight. Now, Victor is 4-0, and they've done it in impressive fashion. They started the season 45-0 over Edison School of the Arts, that combined team, on a day where Rashawn Baker had 4 touchdown runs to really set the tone for his senior season. But before we tell you more about that, let's pause and honor our country with the national anthem. Getting ready to go here on Varsity Media Sports Network. Jeff DeVeronica and Paul Gotham at Victor Central School, where it's the Monroe Red Jackets at 1-3 against the Victor Blue Devils 4-0. And Paul, we started to talk about the Victor season to this point. You know, they started with that big win, and Baker with 4 touchdowns, and the Edison Soda win to start the season. But also in that game, was interesting is you talk about a kid gaining confidence. I don't know how much football he's played, but Max Fiorica in that ball game had all 7 point after kicks and a 36-yard field goal. And he's got I don't think he's ever played football before, at least not at the varsity level.
No, he hasn't, because he's always playing soccer. And Mac's very comfortable chipping it in there between the posts. Obviously, he led Steve Fish's Victor Blue Devils this past season with 7 goals and 2 assists. Certainly a kid who is very comfortable finding the back of the net from outside 20 yards. You know, it'll be a thrill to see him, because I've been watching him play on the pitch for the last couple of years. It'll be great to see him come out here and to take a few swats at it that way. It's
kind of neat to see some of these soccer players end up on the football team, and something just happened magical last weekend for Penfield too, right?
Yeah, Shane McMillan, one of the leading scorers on that Penfield soccer team that won the AA title and would have been competing at the state title for the state title had there been that way that this year. And Shane kicks the winning field goal in overtime to lift Penfield in that win over UPrep.
So also in that opener, James Knapp with a touchdown pass to Cody Jensen, and Nick Leonard, the freshman, with a pick 6 in that opener for Victor. And then on March 27th, it was 28-7 over the Fairport Red Raiders. 2 more touchdowns for Baker in that one, and Knapp with a couple touchdown passes. He was 6 for 9 through the air with 157 yards, and Baker ended up just shy of 100 yards with 95 on 24 carries. And then a game against the Hilton team. These are 2 unbeaten teams at the time. Hilton came and lost 28-7 to Victor. Second play, talk about a tone setter. Second play of that ball game, Baker goes 62 yards for the touchdown. And this is a game for Victor that had 4 different guys who scored touchdowns. So it's not just Rashawn Baker. Knapp is a capable runner. Nick Benetti had a 58-yard touchdown run in that ball game, and 93 yards on the ground. Baker with 178 yards on the ground. And Connor Bowman in that game, 5 rushes for 30 yards. Last week in a 35-3 win over Schrader, he was 11 rushes for 112 yards. Baker had 120. So we were getting set for kickoff. So obviously an impressive start for Victor. We'll pass along some other numbers, including what I think is an amazing per carry yardage for each one of the running backs, Paul. 7 yards a carry for each one of the Victor running backs. Unbelievable. And it tells you about their line. Their line is huge, and they're good, and they're a big key to their success. All right, Victor's going to get the ball first. To get the binoculars out. Good return here. Going to get up near the 40-yard line. I believe that might have been number 1. have been Cody Jensen. Victor's going to take over here first to start the game. We'll see what kind of drive they can carve out to start this ball game. For Coach Jeff Mandel in his 11th season as the head coach, his 31st year coaching football, Paul.
Phew.
All the way from East Rochester, then to Ithaca, and then obviously an assistant, I think, at East Rochester and certainly here at Victor after succeeding Jim Haw. It's James Knapp under center. Hand off to guess who else? Baker. He's out the right side. He could go. Dragged down from behind. Looks like on the tackle looks like 2. Number 2 for Monroe. That looks like Noah Hill Billings on the tackle. Baker. Real chunky yardage there. Huge hole on the right side off the tackle.
Right off the get-go, that's kind of what we expected. For them to put it on the ground and get a lot of yardage out of it. 29-yard gain. You see him on the replay there. 29-yard pickup for Rashawn Baker, and a good start here after one play for the Blue Devils. Knapp fakes the handoff. He's looking long. He's going for a pass.
Lofts it up, and this one's going to be out of bounds. Looking for number 9. That's Trevor Knapp. I believe that's his brother. A pair of seniors, so we would assume twins. But looked like that may have gotten caught a little bit in the wind, Paul. But going for the home run ball.
It did flutter a little bit toward the end, so that would lead you to believe, although it doesn't look like there's much wind.
Well, he's 2nd and 10 on the 35-yard line.
Of course, Knapp hasn't thrown too much this year.
Only 40 times. He completed almost a little over half of them. Cody Jensen split wide left. It's his favorite target.
To put that in perspective, when I saw Webster Schrader play, Pumputis threw the ball 32 times in that game.
Baker again to set off the left side. Pumping those legs, and the future Bucknell Bison all the way down to the 14-yard line.
Jameer Speed on the tackle there.
Another first down for Victor. It's senior night, and I would expect nothing less than a big win here for the Blue Devils. Obviously, Monroe's going to try to hang in this ball game, but and Coach Muhammad, we know this guy is an inspirational coach for them, and he'll be telling these guys to keep their heads up, but it's going to be a tough one here for Monroe. Out of the shotgun, Knapp. Baker to his right. Fakes the handoff, looking over the middle, across the middle, a little high on the throw. He's looking for number 89. I believe that's the sophomore. I beg your pardon, the freshman. That's Nick Leonard, tight end across the middle. 6'3", but he needs to be about 6'6" to haul that one in.
We already talked about their yards gained per carry. They've already brought that up tonight in 2 carries. They've gone.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting is that you got to wonder if they're going to start to try to work on the passing game here. As they know they're going to be heading sectionals.
Not a bad time to do it, right?
2nd and 10, right? Yeah. This is 3 passes. Now they've passed 40 times this year. Knapp rolling right. Couldn't get anything going there, and he's going to be taken down. He's going to be inbounds, but he gained about a yard on that one, I believe.
Tackled by Julius Williams there.
Brings up a 3rd and 8. Picked up a couple on that scramble. Good poise, rolling right, looking down the field. Just couldn't find anything open, and obviously a smart quarterback by not putting the ball up for grabs.
Absolutely, that's what I was going to say. The poise was really nice because it's certainly rolling right. If he goes across the field, and he hands it off to Baker here, we got
a touchdown.
Got a touchdown.
Yeah, it's a 13-yard ramble for Rashawn Baker. Touchdown, Victor. I believe we got 4 plays.
6-play drive.
6 plays. I was good at math. That's why I was a writer.
6 plays, 65 yards.
And you see the hole off the right side there. Great work by the Victor line.
And, of course, standing off to the right side there is Connor Williams. And Connor's going to create a hole. I wonder if Rashawn's done any lobbying to get Connor to follow him to Bucknell. I know Connor's committed to play basketball at
is he going to Fisher?
At Fisher. He's going to Fisher to play basketball, but I wonder if Rashawn wouldn't mind him.
Kick, yeah, absolutely. Follow me down to Bucknell. The kick is up and good, and just a minute 36 into this one, and it's 7-0 Victor. 6 plays, and what do we got, about a 60-yard scoring drive? 65-yard scoring drive. That's why you're the color guy. Look on the numbers. Are we going to see some words on this game?
You will definitely see some words, no doubt.
And that's a website that covers a lot of Rochester sports and Western New York sports, and obviously it's become quite the leader in high school sports here in Rochester. It's PICKIN, splinters.com, folks. So we'll see what Monroe's got to come back here against this fearsome Victor defense. Only allowed 17 points on the season. Pitched a shutout in the opener, and then just one score in the last 3 matchups, a touchdown to Fairport and Hilton, and just a field goal for Schrader last week. Low kick. Picks it up at about the 24. That's number 8.
Mark Mathis.
Mark Mathis, and he is dragged. We got a flag. Might be a horse collar here, Paul. I'm not sure what that was. 15-yard return by Mathis. See what the flag is for. And I think it is. Yeah, that was a very ginger horse collar by the referee in indicating the foul. But I actually didn't think it was much of a horse collar. I didn't think he got much of a grip on that thing. But
neither did I. I thought it was a little light as well.
It gives Monroe a terrific drive start way up to the 48-yard line. So if you're Jason Muhammad, that's exactly what you'd love to see for your guys. Maybe if you're going to have to score points in this game. So with him, and he's a bit of a riverboat gambler, I could see him saying, we're going to play 4 downs here.
Oh, without question.
We're going to use 4
without
downs.
Question.
Yeah, we're not going to punt the ball.
Yeah. Without question. And you know what? If you're Jason Muhammad, go for the pass interference on that 3rd or 4th down,
Absolutely. They got to roll the dice here. They know they're big underdogs. I mean, just look across the field. Look on the bench for Monroe, and there's 7 or 8 extra bodies over there, maybe 9. Right. And look on the sideline for Victor, and looks like a whole of the football team.
Well, it stretches from the 35 to the almost 35 to 35-yard line.
Amazing. All right, 48-yard line. Here we go, Monroe. We're going to come out firing, looking deep, and he might even get offensive pass interference, but they're going to let him play on there. Yep. Looking for number 12.
Mark Mathis.
Jaden Johnson.
Took the snap there.
And Mathis took the snap. Is he the regular quarterback?
No, he's not the regular quarterback.
Jaden Johnson, the receiver, and junior. Good coverage there by Victor. They let the flag go there. Interesting. In a game where I thought we'd see a lot of running, Paul, it's a lot of passing play. I'll tell you that. But again, I really think it's tactically something that maybe Victor might try to do here, knowing that they're going to probably have to throw the ball more in the next few games than they did the first 4.
Well, sure, that's a great point by you, because they're going to, come sectional time, they're going to have to figure out a way to loosen up defenses, right?
That's your guy Mathis on the carry, and he is swallowed up. Oh, he gets loose! He gets loose, and he's up the left sideline. And Baker makes a touchdown-saving tackle. I don't see any flags. Wow, he just kind of disappeared into a pile. Joel, if we could see that one again, that was pretty cool. Mathis from the 48. Look at this on the replay, folks. Ducks up.
Quick change of direction. Slips under.
I thought 74 had him, and Nick Franzak couldn't get him, and he's going to go all the way down to the 15. That's a do some math. 37 yards.
37 yards.
Not bad there for young Mathis, and it puts Monroe in surprising position. Right away, 2 plays, and they're in the red zone. Here we go. Mathis again going to take the shotgun snap. Looking over the middle, throws it left again. He's looking for the same, and it's picked off in the end zone. And they're signaling it's a good catch. On interception is Marcus Hampton for Victor. He was looking again for number 12, Jaden Johnson. Ball a little underthrown. Great coverage again by Hampton. And turnover. Victor gets the ball right back. And, aggressive from Jason Muhammad. Maybe too aggressive. A ball maybe that shouldn't have been thrown because it was thrown into great coverage. And I think Mr. Johnson has some height on Marcus Hampton, but the ball wasn't thrown high enough.
No, it wasn't. But nonetheless, Victor has to think about this a little bit at this point, right?
Yep. And I think it should give the kids Monroe a little confidence. But Knapp and company take over at the 20-yard line.
That big running play from Mathis. See if they can get more of that.
Chunks of yardage again. This is check the number. That looks like Nick Benetti on the carry there. Another one of the senior running backs, 6 foot, 170 pounds. First down yardage for him. He has had a huge game against Hilton, and on the season, Benetti has He's got a touchdown. He's averaging 7.2 per carry. So 6-foot senior, 170 pounds. Also a linebacker. 10 yards on the carry. He's the deep back again. Nap over center this time. And he looked to throw again. And he is brought down and going to be sacked. That's Jaden Johnson.
Jaden Johnson,
who's
number 12.
made himself pretty known in this game already. I brought binoculars. I should probably use them.
Jaden Johnson brings up 2nd and long.
You know, we talk about the game against Hilton. Hilton's defense has given up 62 points this year. 28 of them came against Victor. So
wow.
think that right there shows you how good Victor's offense is. And I tell you what, I'd be willing to bet Victor only had 6 drives that game because Hilton takes up so much time with the ball.
Benetti again, and he's going to be close to a first down, and I think he's got it. He's either got it or he's a yard short. We'll see where they mark it. Nick Benetti over the right side. Good blocking again by that Victor line.
Right side, left side. And they got so much blocking. It's a 9-yard rush there for Benetti.
It's a 3rd and 1. I believe it's the first 3rd down they're going to convert. Let's see, you got Harris Chuck there on the right side of that line. Of course, Connor Williams at center. That Baker there, the deep back with Knapp out of the shotgun, 3rd and 1. Give it to your guy Baker, and he's taken down, hit in the backfield, and they got him short. It's 72 in on the tackle.
And Roberto Robinson also, number 28.
Good penetration there. We were just praising the right side of the Victor line, and the Monroe Red Jackets blew it up. So it's 4th and 1, and it's a long one. I'll tell you that. And they're gonna go for it on their own 39-yard line.
Jason Muhammad's got it.
Hand off to Baker, and that's a pretty good bet.
There you go.
He's over. He's in there for 5 yards, I should say, and a first down for Victor. 7:39 left here.
If you're Monroe.
Some great fans here in the crowd at Victor. Looks like the family of a senior right in front of us, in fact. One of the 24 seniors on this team. It's Isaiah Koozer's family. Kauser, my bad. Thank you very much here in the press box. The lovely accommodations at Victor Central Schools. Handoff right side Baker. He's at the 50. He's at the 45. He turns a corner. He is going to go all the way. It's going to be a 55-yard touchdown run for Rashawn Baker, the touchdown maker, I had to say it. 11th touchdown on the season. That one from 55 yards out, and just like that. 13-0 Victor pending the point. Why are guys walking here? We got laundry on the field. I did not see that.
Oh,
and we got a hold.
It's coming back.
I looked too.
Well, you know what?
Maybe they threw it on the yellow of the V.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what I was going to say. That flag was on the yellow of the V, and we couldn't see it.
And I just wasted the Baker line. Touchdown Baker. Let's see if we can see on the replay who's holding here. They get number 4,
Number
maybe?
4, yeah.
Maybe block in the back, maybe?
Yeah.
He is signaled for holding, but I look more like a block in the back.
Caleb Jensen.
Oh, it's too bad. Well, it brings up... yeah, take some points off the board. Put more plays for Victor. Here we go. This is Benetti, it looks like. Yeah, it's Benetti, and a good solid gain there of 9 yards.
Tackle made by number 4, Chris Edmonds. Brings up
Benetti
2nd and about a yard.
coming off, needs a sub. Baker's coming back in. Yeah, I can't figure that out either, Paul. It's okay. Hey, we're at Victor. It's the Varsity Media Sports Network. Thanks for joining us here on Senior Night. Make sure you stick around after the game. The Senior Night proceedings will be live right here, wherever you're watching on your mobile device, or if you've got the streaming from your television in your living room. Thanks for joining us. Victor up 7-0, as you can see on our fantastic scoreboard. Knapp back to pass, rolling right, a little short dump.
Oh,
This
there you
one's
go.
good catch by number 40, and he splits up the middle. This one could go. Oh, he's pulled down from behind. Well,
Mark Mathis again on that tackle.
and we don't have a 40 on our roster for Victor, so unless my eyes are shot, which is entirely possible. I think we just heard it, Sam Rishi. He's listed as 43 on my roster. We're going to go with number 40. Sophomore. And takes it all the way down to the 3-yard line. Baker up the middle, and now he is in for the score. Take those 55 yards off the ledger, only 52 there. 3-yard touchdown run for the Blue Devils and Rashawn Baker. Second one on the night for him. What a terrific senior season. He was all-grade at Rochester as a sophomore. And it's a Victor team, Paul, that's been in the hunt the last few years, but hasn't got a trophy since 2016.
They've run up against a couple of pretty good crews in McQuaid and Aquinas.
Absolutely. And I think Canandaigua got him last time out in the sectionals. It's number 60 on the boot. That's our guard, Max Fiorca, a soccer player with a number 60. Not so many kickers with number 60, but he's also, and he's just listed as a kicker too. I wonder if there's a story behind that number, Paul.
We're going to have to look into that.
I mean, if it said like kicker linebacker, I'll go with 60. While we got a second here, and we can see all those great, well, we're going to see the replay here. Baker up the middle again, great blocking on the left side. Look at the push of that Victor line. Franzak, Williams, nice job by them. It's going to be a recurring theme tonight. 5:47 left here in the first quarter at Victor. Of course, Victor will play at home again next Tuesday night against Pittsford. That was a scrimmage earlier in the year. Panthers are winning tonight, last we checked, against Rush Henrietta. This ball, they got it out of bounds, so it'll be another good drive start for Monroe.
Seems weird to say Tuesday night.
It seems weird to say Tuesday night. It seems weird that we're watching a night game here and it's still this light out as we head toward the end of the first quarter. But such is COVID and spring football here in Section 5. Glad it's happening. Glad these kids are getting the opportunity, and the coaches and the families get to see their kids play again, whether it be for the last time or even the first time on varsity. And it looks like all indications are everyone stays smart and medicine does what it's supposed to do. Fall football will be back to where it belongs, and Friday night football will be a thing that is here to stay again.
One update from another score. Pittsford did end up beating Rush Henrietta 27-24, so that'll create a little bit of movement there in our sectional standings. Rush Henrietta with their second loss of the season, so both those teams are now 3-2.
Right, and McQuaid's they're 4-0, Victor's 4-0 pending this result.
Yes.
Hilton's 3-1, and then Aquinas at 2-2, and Pittsford now at 3-2 in Rush. So a bit of a logjam there. It looks like McQuaid and Victor are in great shape to get to sectionals, but after that, who knows? Who knows? We'll tell you who those teams finish off with a little later on in the broadcast.
Sure.
A little bit of a pooch kick here, and number 7 has it for Monroe, and he's hit immediately on the tackle by number 40.
Juan Rivera.
On the return, and that's Ricci again on the tackle. So nice job on special teams by Sam Ricci, who had that pass play all the way down at the 3-yard line. A little dump by Knapp.
Again, good field position for the Red Jackets.
Yeah, and I think now they'll try to see what they can do on the ground and try to chew some clock, because now you're in a 14-0 hole. I know you guys score some points, but you don't want to keep giving Victor the ball back. So we'll see. They've certainly been aggressive coming out, Monroe. Again, you're 1-3. You're not going to make sectionals. You got nothing to lose. Maybe they're trying to develop Mathis as a quarterback here. He's a junior, Mark Mathis. And the other quarterback looks like he's in now.
Noah Hill-Billings.
Okay, Noah Hill-Billings. In the shotgun. And hit immediately by number 55. I think that's Devin Pierce with a piercing tackle, a junior. 5'11", 232 pounds. And he was on the ball almost before running back got the ball.
No doubt. That's certainly the left side of Victor's line. Good penetration on that play.
C.J. James, the basketball player up front on the left side. I think is that Ricci lined up on the right? Take a look here. Once we snap the ball. It's 45. That's an incomplete pass there. That's Ryan Travers, I beg your pardon. 5'7", 180. He's a senior, and he's a defensive tackle. See a lot of 5'7" tackles. But speed can be the name of the game, Paul. Right?
Sure, absolutely. Well, and you have a 5'7" tackle next to Colin James there on the end. Colin's 6'3". I'd give him 6'4".
Yeah, you have to say also that Rashawn Baker's one of the better built safeties in the county too. Played linebacker on most squads.
Sure could.
2nd and 14 now for Monroe. Got 4 receivers split wide left. Johnson split right. Beg your pardon, 3rd down. Yeah, it looks like we're going to delay a game on Monroe. Back him up 5 yards.
Or the Red Jackets, I should say.
Sun coming down. Beautiful campus here in Victor. It's like a college campus. I remember doing a story a long time ago, maybe 15 years ago, about how it's really great for their athletic and their school to have it all in one plot of land.
You could easily get lost back here. If you take the wrong turn.
Back pass, looking over here on the right side of Johnson. Throws it up again and spins around and, almost an interception again. That one by Trevor Knapp. But, well, he's just throwing to a spot and hoping Johnson can make a play here, Paul. And I don't know, these Victor DBs are pretty smart, and I'm not sure that's going to get it done. Maybe they're trying to loosen him up to have some shorter routes. They haven't run much short yet, but he's getting decent time to pass.
They have stretched him out a little bit. Like you just said, you made a great point. You wonder if they can get something underneath, cut some crossing patterns and make that work for them.
Number 7's going to punt it. Looks like number 7's going to return it. Juan Rivera on the punt.
And then we got another flag.
Legal substitution is the call. Great camera work right there on the spot here by Varsity Media. And that's Trenton Sherman back deep for, I beg your pardon, that is Cody Jensen. One of the top receivers here for the Devils. A weird snap, and he's going to have to run it, and he is taken down. It's 45 all over him, and number 4, it's Caleb Jensen on the tackle there, and also 45 Ryan Travers, and Victor's going to take over, and great field position here. Taking over inside the red zone at about the 14-yard line.
Folks, while they're not selling food at the concession stand, you can get clothing 50% off on all the Victor football clothing right down there.
Half, you hear that, folks? Half price on the gear. Get some merch down here at Victor.
The Blue Devil gear.
All right.
Got time
Now
out.
we got a timeout from Monroe. So Jason Muhammad,
Takes a timeout.
if we go back in time, was a very successful coach for Marshall and ran a really good program there, I believe. You remember that?
No, yes, definitely. Are you familiar with the Marshall campus? The Marshall campus is like the opposite of this campus. I grew up in that neighborhood, we laugh. How did they ever have, back in the early 80s, Marshall had 4 soccer teams between boys and girls and a football team. Where'd they practice?
Yeah, and it's a really good player. Maurice Jackson was a Marshall player and went on to play at Syracuse University. He's a really good athlete to play for Marshall. And Muhammad did a nice job when he was there, and he's moved on, in trying to build something here with Monroe. Of course, Mandel, what a great staff they have here. And what's interesting about these not just seniors, but there's 24 seniors on this big football team. But I really like the fact that a lot of them are multi-sport athletes.
Yes.
Lacrosse, basketball, baseball players, soccer players, and hockey players. They've done such a great job of building so many programs. About 3 years ago, one of my final stories for the Democrat and Chronicle was a story on how it was a spring when this football team, I beg your pardon, softball team, baseball team, and they were playing in states for Victor that year, and so was boys lacrosse, and 3 teams had gone to the state semifinals, and how Victor had become this big giant of an athletic powerhouse here in Section 5, much in the way that Fairport had been in the 90s. When I remember doing a story, and the headline was the Big Red Machine. And Victor is so good in so many sports now. It's a great opportunity for these kids to learn. And I know we both align with what we think what sports do for kids, Paul, about learning about teamwork and losing gracefully and winning gracefully, knowing your role. So it's good to see these kids getting the opportunity to play this spring.
Well, certainly one of the easiest ones to discuss that is Connor Williams, who we mentioned a little while ago, is going to Fisher to play basketball. And Connor played baseball up until the time he was a sophomore or junior.
There he is.
And
big guy.
He's a big guy. And his ability to see the floor and pass the ball out of the post is the reason why Tyler Roberts' Victor Blue Devil squads were so successful the last 2 years.
7-footer, and I love the fact that this young man is following his heart. And everyone said, look at your size, go play football. And he says, you know what, I love playing basketball. I'm going to play basketball. And I really admire that, respect that. It's a tribute to himself, his family, and following his own path, which is great. So we've got another flag here, and Victor's going to march up even farther. Ball's going to put the ball inside the 10-yard line. Now 14-0. A couple of Rashawn Baker touchdown runs. One from 3 yards, and then the first one, like 36, I believe it was. 37 yards.
37 yards on the first one, yes.
Correction, it's 1st and goal.
Let's see who's we got. We got Baker next to the quarterback. And we're going to pass. He's going to roll right. Looking for Jensen in the corner of the end zone. He's well covered. Dumps it off short. And it's a touchdown pass to Caleb Jensen. We got Caleb and Cody Jensen. Gentlemen, are these twins? Twin brothers. All right. Caleb Jensen with the touchdown catch. Nice little control there. Nice little roll. By Mr. Knapp. And here's Fiorca for another one. And the boot is up, and it is good. It's 21-0 Victor.
I made a mistake on that one thing. Rashawn Baker's first touchdown was a 13-yard run.
Beg your pardon. You beg your pardon. 13-3.
That was on me. But Mathis had that 37-yard run on the redirect.
Yeah, the catch and run. Yep.
But Connor Williams, back to Connor. And I think this is kind of cliche and a little easy, but it works. He's a gentle giant. If you ever have time to sit back and talk to Connor, he's very unassuming. He's a great kid, great family. His father, Chris, he's a big man himself, but if Chris isn't smiling, he's ready to smile at all times. He's just a really nice guy, and it rubs off on the whole apple doesn't fall far from the tree sort of thing. And Connor and his older brother CJ, who's playing football at Mercyhurst, very successful there. Just really nice kids, and great to be. It's been really a treat covering them for the last couple of years and getting to know them. Yeah, and it's a Victor basketball program that's never reached this kind of height, these kind of heights. And it was a real, obviously, whoa, what a bullet. Nice reaction there by number 4. Going to be another drive start from Monroe. Good one. Chris Edmonds on that. Yeah, very good catch, a good reaction, and a low liner by Fiorca. I don't want to, he wanted to do that. I think that's something they could work on in the coming weeks, too. A little more height on the boot here. I think they're trying to drill that through the middle, but knocked down by Monroe, and heads-up play there. Get themselves a second drive start here at the 48-yard line as we head toward the end of the first quarter. It's kind of interesting to call that a return from Elliott. I mean, it almost seemed like he was ducking it for a second there, and good reaction by the young man to good hands to hold on to it here. Yeah, to hold on to it and then do something with it, Hill Billings is going to be the quarterback here, the shotgun formation. 3 in the backfield. First time they've shown that. Little play action here. No, he's going to run it and not get much there. That's number 28, Roberto Robinson, sophomore. Not a lot of time to run there. The big crush from the Victor Blue Devil front line there, the defensive line. Loss of 5, going to bring up 2nd and 15. We're talking about them trying to pass the ball too much. I think they get better time to pass protect than the running here. Yeah. Which is a little odd. DJ James lined up, standing up, going to come up the left end here. He's such an
A
imposing.
little low snap
figure
from
there.
Mathis. There goes Mathis on the left side, and this time he's not going to disappear and get away. He's going to get swallowed up by a few Victor tacklers there, back to the 38-yard line. It's another loss of 5.
Loss on the play. It'll bring up
We
3rd and 20, I believe.
We don't have the heights for the Monroe kids, but Mathis, what do you think? 5'7"?
Yeah, if that.
5'7".
If
So,
that.
and then he lowers his shoulder a little bit, and he makes himself about 5'4". And you got C.J. James is trying to come around. C.J.
And you look
he's-
at the bookends at the top of the Victor defense here. You
Yeah.
got C.J. James on the left side. Is it Kauser? Isaiah Kauser, as I say, guys? Kauser, yeah. You're talking about 6'3" on one side and 6'3" on the other. And I think there's maybe one guy on the line. No, not even 6'3" for Monroe. So you got size, power, and speed. You got 4 receivers split right here. Johnson again split to the left.
Hello.
Wide side of
What?
the field, a lot of action here, and we got flags. And we got another delay of game, maybe.
penalty marker down. It is a delay.
Yeah, delay of game on Monroe.
The Red Jackets.
3rd and 20, 3rd and 25. I don't think it's going to change the play call,
It's
Paul.
a 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
I just wanted to see them run that play to see what they were going to do with it, because they're going to send somebody across.
Yeah.
They're going to send somebody across, and can Mathis see over that line to see somebody across? Making a crossing pattern will be an interesting one.
Okay. Yeah, it's a quarterback. No, wasn't a quarterback draw. No, not bad, not bad. A little high for Mathis. Good throw. Stepped up in the pocket nicely,
It's a 4th down.
but bigger
He had
problem is
room
that-
to run. It was Mathis. He had room to run. If that ball is 2 feet lower, he's going to grab that, and he's going to get a good chunk of yards.
And of course, in the world we live in, Paul, it's great. Both guys who wear number 8, the last name is Mathis for both teams. Just hit me. I guess just call out Mathis. Back to punt Juan Rivera once again. A much better kick here. He's going to take it at the 35-yard line. A couple good moves. Decent return, 5 yards. Jensen on the return.
Denzel Cooper on the tackle there.
Should specify that's Cody Jensen on the return. His brother, Caleb, who just scored the touchdown. That short pass play. And the other thing you got to worry about if you're Victor is getting out of here healthy. Making sure no one picks up any injuries. And that's one thing I'm sure that maybe we'll see a lot of backups in the second half. All my prep will go out the window, right? Won't see Mr. Baker much in the second half. We'll see. It's that balance of trying to get your guys work, but not, you don't want any injuries here. Knapp under center. It's James Knapp, the senior quarterback. He's 6'3", too. He's not going to have any trouble seeing over the line. Play action pass. Rolling right again. He's going to throw this one deep. Looking for Cody Jensen, and that's well covered by number 24.
I think, partner, you were right on when you called it early in the game when they threw those 2 passes, that they're trying to get some timing down
Work on
for
some-
sectionals.
Yeah. Again, they've only thrown the ball on the average 10 times in the first 4 games. So, and only completed half of those passes, 21 for 40. Came into the ball game.
And in a year like this, with COVID and how everything has changed, you do what you do best, right? And you build from there. You get your strength going, you get your rhythm. With the running game, you're certainly going to run behind that line. But now it's time to kind of try and stretch it out a little bit.
There's Baker, some downfield blocking here by number 10, Jaden Tantillo. And it's a good gain here of about 11 yards for Rashawn Baker.
First down, Victor.
Doesn't matter which side he runs.
Like the man said, first down Victor.
Runs right, runs left.
Got to be approaching 75, 80 yards.
We can add that up next time we get a break.
You're tracking every play over there?
I'm trying.
Nice. Good work.
You know what, though? I'm like you. I'm not a math guy.
Here
So-
goes Baker again. And left side, he's going to get pushed out of bounds there by number 3. Jameer Speed nudges him out of bounds, but another good gain here for Victor.
Oh, no, it's coming back.
Victor.
This is what you don't want to see if you're Victor, picking up some of these penalties. Also on that line is Ty Rader, sophomore for Victor.
After the penalty, it remains first down.
And that'll be the odd 1st and 17. We're going to eye backfield here. It's a different look. Benetti, the deep back, gets the ball right up the gut, gains about 4 yards. Up back there, the fullback was Ryan Travers. And another good carry by Mr. Benetti.
Gained about 4 yards.
Nick Benetti with a carry.
Nick Benetti.
You know, any other team that gains 4 yards, that's a great game. For them, it's 3 yards under their average.
Almost to me, yeah, you're right. Almost to midfield, yeah. Might be the last play of the first quarter, and then we'll just flip sides here, really short turn here. Another pass. Now he's going to roll left. Little dump off. Nice catch. Nice pass. Ryan Travers on the pickup. And then
Ryan Travers brings up 3rd and 1.
Third down.
The right-handed quarterback rolling left.
Short.
Did a nice job with that.
Very nice job.
That's not easy to do.
It'll be 3rd and short here. We might even get a measurement.
Second correction. First down, Victor.
Beg your pardon. Cancel it all. First down, Victor. Marked at the 38-yard line. See Coach Mandel there. East Rochester native, played at Ithaca. And if you Google him, you find a really great story by my former colleague Leo Roth about a neck injury that Coach sustained when he was playing for Ithaca. Half again, this time Benetti again. It looks like he's going to be the goal. And he fumbles
it.
Separated from the ball by number 4.
On the play there.
Chris Edmonds on the hit. And looks like Victor's going to get the ball back. And I think that is 78 on the recovery. Nice job. Heads up play by Tyler Hobson. 6'3", senior, 230 pounds. And he just saved a turnover for the Blue Devils. So it's going to be the end of the first quarter. Reminding you that tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Salvatore's Pizza, 234-5555, salvatores.com. We are on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Joel, how about we cue up one of those commercials, sir?
Are you settling for a boring live stream? Can't see the players' uniforms? No audio? Camera not following the action? Consider a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Our announcers help tell the story of your game.
McCarthy.
He's got up. He's in.
Touchdown, Farmingdale.
We feature multiple camera angles, guaranteed to capture all the action.
Touchdown, Oceanside.
Plus added features like graphics, instant replay.
Yeah, the shooters are going to shoot here at Bethpage, and one of many threes on the day.
Interviews, and more. It's your time to shine. And with Varsity Media, now you can. Contact us today and book a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone 516-403-2050.
We are back, and here's another throw to the right. Rolling, he's wide open, overthrew him a little bit there. That's Knapp looking for number 10 on the throw, Jaden Tantillo. And good play, good separation from the DB by Tantillo. Throw a little off the mark there, but definitely working on things. And ironically, I said to Coach Mandel before the game saying, you can run the ball a lot, right? Because, I'm a new broadcaster for football, and if you run the ball a lot, it's less times and plays. You got to, we're going to come out throwing, D. Veronica. lots of plays to call tonight. 3rd and 8 here for the Blue Devils. Who they, you always just turn and hand the ball to Baker. But we got 3 receivers split wide right. And there goes Baker left. And there goes Baker for the first down. And more. And maybe in for the tiptoes, and he's out. Right around the 10-yard line. About a 25-yard pickup for Rashawn Baker. And it's a first down for, it's a good little play call there. You got all the guys lined up to the right, and then they just hand the ball back off to the left for Baker.
Going to put it on the 15-yard line, 21-yard gain there for Baker.
Nice.
Back to Knapp and the passing. Doing a lot with rolling him out.
Mm-hmm.
Young man is going to need some time to get his rhythm with that and be able to find receivers and hit receivers.
Well, he's going to end up passing the ball so far 10 times already this half, which is normally what he averages for the game. Here's another one, and it's a dart, and it's a nice throw and a nice catch. It's a 15-yard catch.
Jaden Tantillo.
They just didn't hook up on that last one, and that one was true. Right on the mark, and a nice grab by Tantillo, and got his feet in bounds, and a nice little bear hug here on the sideline for the guys. Loving that. Number 11, number 10. It's a celebration. That's what it's all about.
Again, rolling him out right, getting space. You can't. It's hard to do anything wrong behind that line tonight.
Fiorca again, and this one sneaks in left side. It's another conversion, and it's 28-0 Blue Devils. Here comes a replay. The nice roll to the right, and good vision head up, and a great throw on the run and rhythm, and just over the DB, and a really great grab by Tantillo. Mathis had that pretty well defensed, but he threw it right where his receiver could get it, and the DB couldn't. So sometimes you got to tip your cap. Look at that sky, those great clouds here in Victor, and the home team loving it, and the home fans too. 28-0 Blue Devils. Impressive start here.
8-play drive. They go 55 yards. They did have that penalty that set them back. So really it's 55 yards plus whatever that penalty was, because that's how much they traveled, how much they gained. It's funny how when you're figuring out the stats.
Yeah.
We said that before with Baker. He has that 40-yard run that gets negated.
Yeah.
But he still made that run.
And it feels like he, and I remember we looked at the replay. It didn't look like much there. On the block in the back, but they called it. So we want to remind you that if you're watching here on Varsity Media, to stick around after the game ends, because it's senior night, and there's 24 seniors on the football team and 11 seniors on the cheer squad that will be honored in the post game, and we will keep that here right here for you, so you can watch it and enjoy it and salute those seniors. Fiorca, let's see what he does with the kickoff, Paul. And the PAT game's fantastic. The kickoff game is
little
better.
More lift on that one.
Yeah, not bad. Takes it to 20. It's Mathis. So we got whistles here. They're saying his knee was down on the catch, and it's gonna start back at the 21, 22-yard line.
First and 10 for Red Jacket at the 22-yard line.
I also want to tip a cap to all these officials this year. This spring, and there's a lot of games crunch into a lot of the same days, and not a lot of officials, but they've done a nice job.
And this is meant in all due respect here. You mentioned the 24 seniors. Victor has as many seniors as I think Monroe has.
On the team, players on the roster, yeah.
And that's a testament to this Victor program and what they've done to develop it with the numbers. And it's funny because we can remember, because we're a little bit seasoned, when Victor was that. We can remember a time before Victor was even part of the Monroe County League.
Yep.
Tried that misdirection.
They had me fooled there for a second. Handoff up the middle. Mathis again.
Maybe
the young man's going to sleep well tonight, Paul.
He might be a little sore in the morning.
Yeah.
Might.
Give them credit. They knew they came here uphill battle, and it's what we thought was going to happen is happening. Even though there's a lot more passes for the Blue Devils, we'll say that. Yeah. I could see them really run the ball a lot more in the second half. But again, we'll see how many starters are playing in the second half for Victor.
Well, I like that Monroe is trying to shake it up a little bit. A little misdirection there in a line. They know they have to create some sort of deception.
Mathis rolling right and running for his life, and the ball's thrown up for grabs. It's going to be incomplete. Looking for number 4, and that's well defensed too. Chris Edmonds was the receiver, and that was number 30 on the pass breakup. Casey John Kehoing.
C.J. James and Ryan Travers were in there on
a
pursuit. They were hot pursuit there.
they looked like they were just kind of strolling into the backfield. It looked like not a resistance to get in there. But a couple tall dudes chasing that little quarterback, right?
Trying to imagine myself in the shoes of Mark Mathis in that situation.
Run, Forrest, run.
Get to the sideline as quick as I can.
Brings up 3rd and 10. Certainly not packing it in here. They're not going to just run the ball. They're going to throw it and try to see what they can do here. Quick little slant, almost intercepted. C.J. James almost had himself a pick six.
This is knocked down by number 5.
Boy,
James. Fourth down.
he's going to want to have that one back. Check it out on the replay here. It's a good thing the quarterback put some heat on that one.
I'm wondering, if CJ gets that, you think he's dunking it over the upright? Think he's taking it in there and
Yeah.
throwing
It's
it
funny.
down?
He's shaking his head, and Kauser's shaking his head, going, "Oh man, that would have been a highlight one."
Speaking of Tyler Roberts, and I'll laugh if he's listening to this, but not this past season, but 2 years ago.
Ooh, it's blocked. 56 on the block. Benetti can't recover it. No. It looks like Victor's got it. 56 on the block. You got a hand on that one. Let's give him some props. It's Broden O'Leary on the block punt. Here's the replay of it. With Rivera got it blocked, and Benetti tries picking it up, can't get it, and he may have gotten it back right there. I think he did, yeah. Good poise there. You were saying.
16-yard line.
You were saying, Mr. Gotham.
Well, C.J. James was part of the Victor team there 2 years ago, and they were playing Rush Henrietta near the end of the regular season. That's when Victor had that long winning streak going. Rush was giving them a little bit of a difficult time being physical, and so they needed to create space. Great tackle.
Yeah, another good drive. So that's Connor Bowman on the carry. We haven't called his name yet. One of the running backs, senior. Little guy, 5'8", 165, and had a nice little season here. He's got 191 yards with 26 carries, a 7.3 per yard average.
Julius Williams wrapped him up.
Another good drive start here for Victor.
Yeah.
Their second one at least inside the red zone. And certainly you can't have that happen, or it's not going to help you at all.
Julius is lining right up over Connor Williams. I don't know how because Connor turned.
Here's Bowman here on the carry, and he looks like he's going to go in for the touchdown from 11 yards out. Connor Bowman with his second rushing touchdown of the season, and it's 34-0. The Victor Blue Devils.
Falls carry number 80, Connor Bowman.
And we've played less than 15 minutes.
Yeah. Fiorca again. I wonder if do you start? What if Fiorca? Maybe you work out another kicker here in the second half. They look like they're pretty automatic.
They are pretty automatic.
Yeah.
Keepers. There is a little bit of a difference between striking a round ball and a football. Whatever shape that football was.
Not touched till the 1 yard line. 65 is the first guy that got a hand on him, and it's a little too late there for Monroe. There it is, Salvatore's Pizza. Boy, that looked really, really good. There's a Salvatore's right in downtown Victor. If you folks want to deliver one to the front of the school, we can go down to the table at halftime, grab it. 234-5555, and then press the one that says Victor.
I'll have to take play-by-play for a little while while you chew, and then we'll trade.
Okay, we could do that.
If you are so inclined, the old-fashioned pepperoni that they have on
it's fantastic. Yes, it's fantastic.
It's got the
A
old.
little good, a little heavy on the grease, but definitely tasty.
Won't hurt you once a week.
No, my family has it once a week. Trust me. My daughter's favorite food is pizza. There's lots of parents out there going there. Yep, my kids too. Let's see, Fiorca again going to be putting this one into play. This one's Johnson going to return this one from the 20. Up the middle, and he's brought down. Nice tackle there. Nice tackle by Ritchie. Sam Ritchie, the sophomore. Boy, kept his head up. He's 5'8". Johnson's a lot bigger than that. Nice tackle by the young man. We got someone warming up here, number 13. Possibly the backup quarterback, Matthew Brady. And I guess if your name is Brady, you got to be a quarterback, huh? He's got the wrong number. He's only number 13. Looks like he's going to come in and take over. He's a junior and probably the heir apparent to James Knapp at quarterback. Okay, drive start here, 29-yard line for the Monroe Red Jackets. For some reason, I almost called them Blue Jays again because of those pants. I don't know why.
Yeah, Dirty linen.
Yeah, all over the field here. What do we got here? We got someone lined up in the neutral zone. We got delay of game. What's the? Let's go in the other way, so it's not neutral zone. We're gonna go with delay of game again. $35-0. Reminder, all you parents out there, that we'll be sticking around after the game and we'll provide you coverage of the senior night festivities here at Victor. We do close the season next Tuesday at home. It's a 7 o'clock start. Handoff up the middle. It's Mathis, and he's hit twice, and nothing doing, as they say.
Nothing
Paul.
doing, but I tell you what, he's not giving up
No,
after first contact.
I give a lot of credit to these kids, boy. They know they're staring across the line, and they're seeing guys who are bigger and stronger, and they're still going right at them.
I don't know about you, but no disrespect to anything. If you're a coach, you're not doing this, but boy, I'm really looking forward to Victor playing a team like McQuaid.
Oh, it's Class AA. We'll tell you where the teams that are contenders are in the playoffs, where they finish up next week. But, yeah, I mean, they're 4-0. I mean, Victor's got a lot of hunger here. There's a nice pass.
Great pass.
3 with a nice move, too. Whoa. Looks like it's going to be really close to a first down. We might.
Jameer Speed on the catch there.
Speed, nice throw there. By Mathis, I believe they threw that one. That was a good throw and nice little move by Speed.
Nice job avoiding the contact. He had three defenders around him.
As the great Peter Talbot wrote, a name that works.
Yeah. And we have a penalty on Victor. That'll move it down.
I don't know if that was, I don't know what they call that. It was a pretty big hit, but I don't know if they call it a legal hit or what. But anyway, Monroe driving now again across midfield. They have entered into the Victor territory a few times tonight. Of course, that first drive, they took it all the way down inside the red zone and had an interception in the corner of the end zone by Marcus Hampton for Victor. Another one of those 24 seniors.
Had that great run by Mathis, a 37-yard run there early on. Great rollout here.
Yeah. Throws it up. That's going to be up for grabs. That's going to be picked. 27 on the interception. He picks it off at the 26-yard line, rambles up to the 40.
Owen Stone on the interception.
Owen Stone, a junior, 6'2", and that ball was tipped. It was going to be going into coverage anyway. We might have a roughing the passer call,
There is a penalty marker down.
which would negate that interception. And the Monroe offense is staying on the field.
You know what? That was Noah Hill Billings on that play. Again, we got a right-handed quarterback rolling left on that play. That's a difficult play to make.
I couldn't tell from the replay. Yeah, we do have roughing the passer. Or personal foul, yeah, okay.
Personal foul against Victor, roughing the passer.
Well, marches all the way up to the 32-yard line from Monroe. 1st and 10, 8 minutes to go here, about 8 minutes to go in the first half. 35-0 Victor. Thanks for joining us here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Get yourself on YouTube, search the words Varsity Media, and you can see all the action from around Section 5 in multiple sports. The draw play, and good gain here. Look at this, churning the legs. Well done by Mark Mathis, the junior. Gonna pick up some positive yardage there, probably about a game of about 4, maybe 5. You know, Paul.
Looks like 4 yards, yep.
I didn't even ask you. Vaccinated? One
Not
shot,
yet.
2 shots?
Getting
not
there.
yet?
Getting
okay,
there.
all
Getting
right,
there.
all
I
right.
know, I know,
No,
I
I'm okay
know,
with
I
it. I'm
know.
just saying. It's like the new thing to say.
I know,
so
right?
How are you on the shots? I didn't even say hello anymore. Say shots?
Yeah. The way I look at it, and I know this is definitely faulty thinking, I'm going to let everybody else go.
You're good. Have you gotten COVID?
No.
Good. You know what? I got vaccinated a couple weeks ago. I'm about a few days away from being immune, but our viewers don't want to hear that. There's looks like the quarterback going to be coming to the game, Mr. Brady. And on the year, he has not thrown a pass on the year. Brady hasn't. He's got gotten into a couple games, carried a couple balls, rushed a couple times, but not thrown a pass yet. I got a feeling he's going to throw a pass tonight. Obviously, Coach Mandel's going to start getting some of his backups in, getting them loose, getting some action. There's the Victor cheerleaders. In fact, this is a good time to tell you those 11 names, those 11 Victor cheerleaders. Olivia Trask, Paige Guck, Claire Kelly, Sophia Battaglia, Madison Johnson, Taylor Gravino, Celia Palmieri, Samantha Wing, Abby Sandberg, Alyssa Thompson, and Carolyn Latimer. Congratulations, you girls, on getting yourself a senior season of football cheerleading. I'm so happy for you, all you kids, getting a chance to have some semblance of a senior season with extracurricular activities and sports. So, all right, here we go. 2nd and 6, ball on the 28-yard line, 7:34 to go in the half. That's a Wildcat snap right there.
Roberto Robinson.
And probably no gain on the play. Be third. Going to bring up a 3rd and 6.
Ball carrier number 28, Roberto Robinson. No gain on the play, it'll be 3rd down.
And I can tell you, I know that from knowing Coach Mandel, this will be a very sportsmanlike win. I'm not going to say they're going to tell their kids to stop playing, but they're certainly not going to make one of these. This game's not going to get to 72 or nothing.
Right.
Let's put it that way.
Right. Absolutely. And certainly, I mean, he's got the guys over here. That'll be a good opportunity for them to get some experience. Get their sea legs going a little bit.
Yeah, it's funny. I count 11. Okay, so I count about, hit as he gets the ball.
Mark Mathis,
Casey, John, Keohane. Keohane, how am I doing? Keohane, I think we're going to go Keohane. I counted 10 guys on the bench for Monroe and 11 on the field. That's 21. So it's not even the number of seniors.
Right.
So 4th and 9, you're down 35-0. Why not? I think we'll send a drop back pass here and throw this one up. Almost like even if a Hail Mary, if you can do it. We'll see what happens. Oh, Wildcat again. Will he throw
Robinson will take the snap.
Robinson, yeah.
Rolls right.
And he throws it up, comes back for it.
Oh,
short.
that might be an interference. That's going to be pass interference on that play.
Well, and it's a pretty big hit there to end the play. The interception by Trevor Knapp. And we'll see what the call is. Mr. Gotham says pass interference. And Victor looks like they know it's pass interference because the defense isn't leaving the field. Yeah, there you go.
Against Victor.
It was Kamari Smith on that tackle on the side.
Nice. That was a vicious hit.
Was a good
Big hit. I kind of called that one. I said, just throw it up for grabs as far as you can.
There you go. You did absolutely call that one.
They've thrown Johnson's way a lot. Haven't connected on one yet, but certainly part of a lot of action.
1st and 10 for the Red Jackets.
Well, it's inside the red zone again. 1st and 10 for Monroe, trailing 35-0 here at Victor on senior night for the Blue Devils. Oh, high snap. Nice job.
Draws back. He's got a man. Nice pass.
Nice catch.
Jaden Johnson.
Everything, yeah.
On the sideline.
I just said it. They finally completed one to Jaden Johnson.
Pass is caught in there.
He's pretty tall.
2nd down.
Did he play basketball, Paul? Do you know?
He
Jaden
did
Johnson?
play basketball, yes. So that would be 16. Maybe a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, and they're at the 13-yard line. And it'd be a nice little shot in the arm if these guys can somehow get the ball in the end zone here. Let's see. Got 3 receivers wide left.
Jeepers, empty
Bill
backfield.
Billings now, yeah, he's going to throw it.
He's got some time.
Oh, it's a good throw. It's
a great catch.
Wow, that's a great catch in the great coverage. And the catch by number 3.
Jameer Speed.
And number 7 on the coverage. Trent Sherman had tremendous coverage and a great throw by Hill Billings.
Yeah.
Tremendous throw, a lot of heat on it. Put it exactly where it needed to be, and just like that.
A little slanted.
They're in. Yeah, that was a great play. That was a good-looking play for Monroe. And again,
take advantage of the
Victor
penalty.
fans, we're not cheering for Monroe. It's just good to see some competitive football out here.
Absolutely.
And they're going to go for 2. Hill Billings on the snap again. He's looking over the middle. He's going to throw it up, and it's behind the receiver. Might have been tipped at the line. And looking for like Mathis or Johnson, and it's going to be incomplete, so it's going to be 35-6. 4:44 left here in the half, and here's the replay on that touchdown throw. What a beauty here. Hill Billings with a rifle, and what a great extension on the catch ball.
That was right on the money. That pass couldn't have been any better. You know, he really
Coverage couldn't have been any better.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you tip your cap.
Well, and it's funny, Hill Billings looked really comfortable in the pocket there.
He did, yeah. They gave him a little bit of time, and he picked out his guy. I think, you know what he did? He knew he was going to throw it to, and he threw it. He didn't look around, didn't have to, you know, like, I'm throwing to him, he's covered, I'm going to throw it to him, put it where that guy can get it, and he got it. So.
Oddly enough, the pass plays that they ran on this drive were dropbacks.
Yeah.
As opposed to rolling them out, and they're looking more comfortable on the dropback, which you kind of wouldn't think because you would have that Victor line in on you. But they got comfortable this drive, dropping back, and Hill Billings looked good there.
Victor fans here at the ball game tonight, and you know, we're here talking about having some enthusiasm for the Monroe Red Jackets, and it reminded me of something that again, we're looking for competitive football and for the kids to have an opportunity to play the game, and so we're not anti-Victor by any means, but when my senior year of high school baseball, we had a pretty good team, and it'd be cold out, right, like it is now. My dad, we'd be like leading like 17-1, right, in the 5th inning. My dad would turn to the opposing fans and say, "What's your pitcher's name?" And then he'd start rooting for the opposing pitcher because he'd want to get the game over because they're freezing. He doesn't want us running up the score. Oh, baby. Jensen on the return, and it's a good one. Takes it all the way up to the 46-yard line. Cody Jensen, nice return there. One of those 24 seniors, 5'6", 130, which is about Jeff DeVeronica height and age. I didn't play football, I'll tell you that. Good for Cody Jensen. And I went to a Class C school. Class A, you kidding me? Woo.
Yeah, right.
Good for him. Competitive young man. 8 catches on the season for Cody Jensen, 4 of them for touchdowns. Average per catch, 26 yards per catch.
4-man rush.
Brady in, and it's Connor Bowen on the run, I believe.
Nelson Herarte on the tackle.
Nice.
That was a very technical tackle, by the way.
4-yard gain, yeah, again, that's good to see, you know. Good to see. Again, Knapp's night looks like it's probably over. Maybe they bring him back for a series in the third quarter, I don't know. But Matthew Brady in at quarterback. He's a 6', 140-pound junior for the Blue Devils.
Connor Williams still in there snapping it.
I backfield. Gonna hand it off to, looks like Bowman again, and Bowman breaking tackles. Busted through, about 16-yard gain, maybe 17. Nice run by Connor Bowman. Goes over 300 yards on the season. I beg your pardon, 200 yards on the season. .330 clock moving here at Victor, 35-6. Home team Blue Devils leading. High backfield again. Hand it to the deep back. This time it's nice breaking tackles, hard running, number 31.
O'Leary.
Nice job.
Luke O'Leary.
Luke O'Leary, a junior. So the junior class really stepping up here for Victor. That's a great run there. He got hit pretty good and kept going.
Oh, yeah. Those feet never stop moving.
Yeah, you can tell when Connor's in there. He's a helmet and a half above everyone else. You're looking at that tunnel for Victor. Wow. Run into play here. 18's going to go out wide. Also number 3. Split out wide left is Bryant Decker. Number 3, Roger Purcell. See if Brady puts the ball up or he's going to just power run this thing. He's going to run it again. And it's O'Leary again. Luke O'Leary, nice little gain off the right side. And looks like we got an injured player here from Monroe. Reminder, we are brought to you tonight by Salvatore's Pizza. Thanks to the whole Salvatore's family with locations all throughout the Rochester area, over 30 locations. There it is. We didn't even look. I'm zoned in on the wings now, Paul.
How can they do that?
Oh, those are tongs with the wings. Okay.
Why would they do that to us?
And the red pepper there. Oof. Whoa. I did not get dinner on the way here. Hoped the big lunch was going to take care of it, but after seeing that, I'm not sure. Number 70 is our injured player for Monroe. It's Chris Rosario. Good to see him at least sitting up right now. Trainer working with him. He's just a junior. Plays on offensive and defensive line. Going to get to his feet. And nice round of applause here from the Victor fans. And I know they were allowing opposing fans in here tonight too, which is great. And we've got about two and a half left here in the first half. Victor with a lot of their backups in there now. Deep back is at number 16. The deep back, Christopher Palmieri. And 34 is the up back.
Kieran and Boyce.
All right, see some extra touches here for some new faces here for Victor. Break down the handoff. There he is. Palmieri on the run. And he stopped. The sophomore, 5'10", 170 pounds. I did find out my investigative skills at work. I did notice there was a Palmieri, Celia Palmieri, on. They are brother and sister, in case you're wondering.
I was noticing that we have Gravino, right? Can
yes,
we see that?
There's a Gravino, Taylor Gravino,
yes.
if my memory serves. Why? How I remember that?
Thomas Gravino is on the soccer team.
For Victor, okay.
For Victor. Yes.
3rd and 5. I think we're in 4-down territory. Maybe they'll try a Fiorca field goal. We'll see. He's going to roll right. He's going to pass. He's looking short and then across, and it's intercepted by Mathis at the 1 or 2 yard line. He had a guy, threw it behind him. Some good velocity on that throw, but just a little behind him. We'll get a replay on this, and good coverage by Mathis. Here comes your replay. And looking for the tight end, I believe, freshman tight end, who had the pick 6 in the opener, Nick Leonard. And nice job by Mathis on that one. Stops the Victor drive.
1:45 remaining in the half. Monroe.
I think you'll see.
Monroe will have to go 94 yards on this one.
Sun is down and the jacket's going on pretty soon, Paul. I don't have the flannel on.
I'm starting with sweater. I'm starting with a sweater. You know, I kind of overreacted. I'm still have my winter coat.
He's throwing deep. Good throw. Looking for speed there.
He got a hand on it.
He did. That's a good looking throw by Hill. Tell you what, Hill Billings now is starting to get
he's getting comfortable.
Yeah, he's throwing the ball well now. This, there's some substitutes here, I think, in the Victor secondary. I know number 7 is a starter, Trenton Sherman, and 27's in. And if I go to my defensive chart, Stone is the starter. Okay, so maybe not.
Owen Stone.
Big boy too. Good sizer, 6'2", 193 pounds. Defensive backfield.
You look at that sideline for Victor. A lot of towers over there.
Looking right, that ball's tipped at the line by Leonard, and it's going to fall incomplete. Now, if you're Jason Muhammad here, you're down 35-6. You're passing the ball deep in your own end zone. You know Victor's not going to call timeouts to try to get the ball back. Do you run the ball a couple times here to get into halftime? There he is right there. I think that's him in the red.
It is.
He's had that bald look for a long time.
He has.
Yeah. Not that you can tell with the hat on.
Not right. When he folded his arms across, that was the giveaway. He goes with the folded arm look.
Just like you are. Third and 10. 3rd and 10. Hill Billings. And high snap. Corrals it. Looking right. Throws it up. Grabs. Oh, it clears. Nearly picked off, and that certainly would have been a touchdown. That's going to be about a 20-yard gain. Nice catch, number
Jameer Speed.
3, Speed. Boy, he's getting into some space, and nice throw again by Hill Billings. Boy, talk about having some courage here. I mean, look where this throw is. Just clears the DB. Nearly picked off, I think that's Benetti, maybe? And Nick Benetti would have had himself a sure touchdown. I believe that was 19, Nick Benetti. As it turns out, it's a first down for the Red Jackets. 1:12 clock moving. Sideline, there's Johnson, and he hit immediately, and we got flags. Flags.
You know, Speed did the same thing with that reception there that he did earlier. He got his back to the sideline, caught the ball, and then came back to the middle of the field.
Mm-hmm. And what that does now, it helps Monroe a lot because it stops the clock. And we got a face mask. Yeah, it was official was all over that call. Just over a minute left here. Okay, clock moving.
First down on the 35-yard line.
Your Speed wide left here. Bottom left to your right of your screen. He's been a main target here a little late. You're going to look right, though. And it's going to be incomplete, out of bounds. A little behind Johnson.
Brings up second down.
But that's 56 on the coverage for Victor. Broden O'Leary. That's Luke O'Leary and Broden O'Leary. Probably brothers. Just guessing. Brothers? The O'Leary brothers?
Second down and 10 here.
35-yard line, 43 seconds
We
left.
got the four left alignment again.
Now, I'm not good at math, but I only see 3 defenders over here for Victor, so someone better get over here. And he throws it right. And look
He's
where
got
Johnson, and it's almost picked off.
Great play.
Yep, nice job by Trevor Knapp breaking that one up.
Trevor Knapp brings up third down.
Hill Billings, again, is really comfortable in that pocket right now.
Yeah, the arm looks really alive now. Interesting. And they finish off with Aquinas next week on Tuesday night at the Downtown Stadium in Rochester.
Downtown Stadium. That's the best way to call it at this point.
I guess. I think it's sad to think about that stadium, Paul. All right. 37 ticks left. 3rd and 10 for Monroe, trailing 35-6. He's looking to his left. Almost a great catch, juggling. Wouldn't have gained many yards, but a great effort there.
Juan Rivera.
By Juan Rivera.
I think Hill Billings was expecting Rivera to be a little wider on that play. I mean, he's been catching, like we said, he's been getting speed almost right on the sideline.
They're going to punt. They're not going to punt. He's not going to punt, right? This is going to be a fake. You're down 35-6 with 30 seconds left in the half. He's going to punt. Shows you what I know. And it's a low liner.
I would have gone with what you were saying.
Yeah, take a shot, and Victor probably would take a knee or run it out. 22 seconds, and as it turns out, a punt that never got more than 10 feet off the ground, not a bad job.
I think it got under Connor Williams' armpit.
About a 30-yard punt, yeah.
Once again, 50% off at the concession stand. Stop in during halftime.
We are on the campus of Victor Central Schools. It is senior night. Thanks for joining us here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Look at that sky. It looks a lot prettier in person, actually. It looks kind of ominous there, but
it does.
It's going to be dry tonight, I hope. We have our roof over us here in the press box, but hopefully for the fans and the players, it stays dry tonight.
People are starting to bundle up just a little. I see some bundling. I do see one young man in short sleeves. Always amazed. It's 40 degrees out. There's going to be someone in short sleeves.
They just snapped the ball, and that's it. Did they take a knee? I think they did. Well, we've reached halftime here on the Varsity Media Sports Network, where Victor in good shape, trying to stay undefeated and go to 5-0 on the season. 35-6 over Monroe. Reminding you that after this game, folks, make sure you stick around for senior night festivities for Victor here as they honor their 24 players on the football team and 11 varsity cheerleaders. So stay tuned for that. We'll be back with second half action. This is Jeff D. Veronica and Paul Gotham on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. Varsity Media is the tri-state area's leader in sports media production. We specialize in live streaming.
Cuts inside. Touchdown, Red Devils. Rosin coach Greg Murphy. There's you. What a move. And the foul.
Videography. And photography. Covering all sports at all levels. We feature aerial photography and videography, college recruiting videos, live streaming of games.
Patience offensively against this excellent defense. Now the shot's fired. How about that? Right into the top of the cage off the stick.
Be second down and 3. Handoff this time right up the middle. And B.J. Clark is gone for the touchdown.
School events, graduations. Varsity Media is available to cover a game, a tournament, a season, or any special event.
Talk to us a little bit about what went through your mind, how you prepared for that to run such a fast speed.
Currently, spectators are limited at events. Let Varsity Media bring the event to your fans. Contact Varsity Media today for more information. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone at 866-577-1950. Are you settling for a boring live stream? Can't see the players' uniforms? No audio? Camera not following the action? Consider a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Our announcers help tell the story of your game.
McCarthy.
He's got. He's in.
Touchdown, Farmingdale.
We feature multiple camera angles, guaranteed to capture all the action.
Touchdown, Oceanside.
Plus added features like graphics, instant replay.
Yeah, the shooters are going to shoot here at Bethpage, and one of many threes on the day.
Interviews, and more. It's your time to shine. And with Varsity Media, now you can. Contact us today and book a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone 516-403-2050.
We are back at Victor Central School. Welcome to Varsity Media. Welcome back to Varsity Media's production of on the Varsity Media Sports Network of Victor football against Monroe, Section 5 football right here on senior night in Victor. My name is Jeff DiVeronica, and joining me from Pick and Splinters is Paul Gotham on the call for the first half, and we'll take it right through to the end of the game. Paul, impressive start here for Victor. They've already moved to getting some of their subs in the ball game, and a lot of what we expected here, and then a little bit of what we didn't expect. You have some stats in the first half, including some pass plays for young quarterback Mr. James Knapp.
We started off the broadcast, so the telecast, talking about Victor's rushing game, and Rushan Baker, 8 rushes for 97 yards. Young man came into the game averaging over 7. He's got to be up over 8 yards per rush now, and 2 touchdowns.
He's over 600 yards in the season now.
Yeah, and he's a leading rusher in Class AA. So that gets us started. But James Knapp, as you said, 4 of 8 from passing. How many passes had Knapp thrown in the first 4 games? 20 passes?
No, 40. He only completed 20, but only 40. So 10, basically 10 a game.
10 a game, and he threw 8 passes, and he didn't He was not on the field for the last
I don't.
drive.
I think you might be a little shy in the pass totals. I think you might be off by a couple.
You think?
I do. Yeah, I do. If you don't, I thought he would have thrown at least 10 based on what I witnessed.
I'll go back through and count again, but I got him going 4 of 8, and he had 2 touchdown passes, 1 to Tantillo, and then also to Jensen, the 5-yard touchdown pass to Caleb Jensen. It's a lot of what we thought it was going to be as far as the score goes. We knew coming into this game, Victor is certainly the overwhelming favorite.
Sure.
Coming into this game.
Outscored foes. Well, now it's 171 to 23 on the season. They've outscored teams, and obviously impressive. A couple touchdown runs to set the tone early by Rashawn Baker, and a nice touchdown catch by Jaden Tantillo. A little short touchdown catch by Caleb Jensen, and got one more touchdown. You said Brown scored that other touchdown,
yes,
right?
Brown had the final touchdown, the 11-yard touchdown.
Right. So here we go. Monroe will get the ball here, start the second half, and Jaden Johnson on the return, and he gets hit hard and hit again, and some good special teams play there by Victor. It's number 32 that finished him off. Tyler Gleason, junior. Good junior class here. Good senior class for the Blue Devils.
Good class. Good class.
Good program, yeah. That'll happen. Sunlight on the far end of the field, and the light's just taking full effect here. Soon.
Yeah, I'm sort of surprised the lights haven't taken more of effect yet. But
So Monroe scored the last touchdown of the game, and on a beautiful throw. And we'll see what they start here in the second half. They had a lot of throws, not much running of the ball at all. Looks like at least C.J. James is starting off, and then a big hole in Mathis off the left side. Good little spin move, and nice solid gain there.
7 yards for Mathis. Again, using the spin move.
Yeah, again.
His change of direction.
Runner away from C.J. James, and at least the 2 defensive starting ends are in. And, yeah, it looks like Devin Pierce is in across the line there. Victor looks like he's got a starting defensive unit here to start the second half. Hill Billings in the shotgun formation. He's going to throw this pass this one. Whoa! And that time Mathis not anything. Oh, nothing doing there for him. And nice tackle, Isaiah Kauser.
He spun right into Isaiah. That change of direction went right into the tackle that time.
It's a 6'3" going against 5'8", and nice job on the tackle by Kauser. Also in there on the line, Broden O'Leary. Beg your pardon, linebacker for Victor. And also at 57.
Hill Billings and Mathis in the backfield again.
Joe Harris Chuck also in the line, one of the starters for Victor. Rolling right, throws it up, lofts it up. It's going to be out of bounds. Uncatchable ball there.
Had Rodriguez there, but overthrew him. That will bring up 4th down.
4th and 5, and I would expect we're going to punt. Yeah, Rivera's going to go back to punt for Monroe. Decent amount of success in the first half. Good crowd on hand here at Victor. Reminder that we'll have the senior festivities after the game ends, so make sure you stick around for that. Don't turn off your YouTube channel. Such a great service being offered here by Varsity Media. Rivera deep to punt, and back to receive it looks like Caleb Jensen, I believe. Cody Jensen.
Another solid punt by
Cody
Rivera.
Jensen, you're very good.
Good bounce.
Cody Jensen's going to let it. No, he's going to get it. Good sure-handed pickup there and upended. Nice tackle there. Number 24.
Denzel Cooper.
Denzel Cooper. Nice job there by that senior. Cody Jensen, nice hands picking that one up. Sure-handed.
On the bounce.
On the bounce, yeah. I thought he was going to let it go, and then he said, no, I'll pick it up and try to gain a couple of yards. Matthew Brady still in a quarterback. He replaced Mr. Knapp for last couple series in the first half. He's a junior quarterback, backup quarterback to I beg your pardon, James Knapp. Intercepted late in the first half, passed a little bit behind his receiver. Victor takes over here on the 44-yard line. That's Connor Bowman on the. I think I'm hearing Boomer. That might be a nickname, Boomer, for that young man. Connor Bowman on the rush there for Victor. Back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he got a yard.
Yeah, we'll get a yard. Good call.
I can only say that because I'm almost right in line with the 5-yard line.
Cheerleaders got their warm-ups out now.
Yeah.
All the hoodies are on. The jackets are on in the crowd. It's definitely now this feels a little more like a fall football game.
No, it is. Yes.
Good penetration of the defensive backfield by Monroe. And Bowman again stops short. Right back to the line of scrimmage. Bring up a 3rd and 9 for the Blue Devils. Changes in coming in into the game. Roger Purcell, senior receiver. Brady has his play, trotting back out to the huddle.
Monroe defense getting a little bit of push there the last couple downs, last couple plays. They're up on that line. They're crowding that line pretty good.
Well, at least the center for Victor is not in, but so Leary, I believe, had a couple good runs there late in the first half and picks up about 5 or 6 there. Going to be short of a first down there when Victor's going to work on a punting unit here at 4th and we'll call it 3. Looks like Knapp's going to come back in to punt here. James Knapp, punter for Victor. And the quarterback, who's just going to serve as a punter, looks like the rest of this game. Mr. Mathis deep for Monroe.
Victor doing a little shift there at the line.
Another low line drive punt. Mathis going to let that one roll and be wise to stay away from it. And Luke O'Leary covers it up around the 20-yard line. 8 minutes left in the third quarter, 35-6. Victor Blue Devils lead. And here's a little look at next week, or next Tuesday, I should say. Most of these games are, at least, how the Class AA teams will finish up. Victor is going to host Pittsford. Monroe is going to play host to Aquinas. Fairport and Hilton could be a good game. Rush and McQuaid. And Schrader is going to host Edison Tech.
McQuaid is up 48-6 on Fairport at halftime.
Okay,
right
yep.
And Pittsford, as we said earlier, Pittsford knocked off Rush Henrietta. Rush Henrietta had won 3 games, and that Royal Comets team can be a little sneaky. If they get in, they're going to be a difficult team, I think, to knock off.
Another run, not much going on there.
Loss on the play brings up 7th down.
Yeah, he lost a yard. 2nd and 11 for Monroe.
That Rush Henrietta team, Jaden Scott is a name to remember. He's a
heck of a wrestler, too.
Well, and he, the one time I talked to him, the wrestling lends itself to what he's able to do on the football field. We talk about Mark Mathis with the spin move and the change of direction. And Jaden Scott, it takes more than one. You cannot get him in single. You can't get a single guy to bring him down. He's just too. His sense of balance, his low center of gravity, he's just able to twist his way around. The afternoon I saw him against Schrader, he rushed for over 220 yards.
Wow.
And saw him against Hilton earlier in the year, and I believe he rushed for over 90 yards in that game. Against the Hilton team, Hilton's got a strong front line, so you're not going to get it. That Rush Henrietta team, they're a young team because Jaden Scott, he's only a junior. You've got the quarterback, Jamari Johnson, is a sophomore. Big kid, big 6'5" kid. And you got some youth there with that squad. So Rush Henrietta is building for the future, but I think they're a team that if you're going to face them next weekend, if they get to that point, they're definitely a dangerous team.
Looking right side, Hillbelling, and it's intercepted. This one is picked off. Is that Knapp? Let's see.
That is Trevor Knapp.
Trevor Knapp on the interception. He's been hunting those interceptions here all night long, and Hillbillings intercepted on that one. A nice tackle right before that by Joe Harris-Chuck, and picked off at the 32 and wrapped up by number 4, Chris Edmonds, takes him down.
Overthrew Edmonds on that play.
Yeah.
You know, he might have had Edmonds. If that throws on the money, he might have had Edmonds. He might have got him in between the coverage.
Victor takes over at the Monroe 32-yard line, looking to extend this big lead, 35-6. And that's good hits there, good tackles. Tough running there, number 6 for Victor. His first carry of the night. That's
Lucas Holbrook.
He's a junior, 5'10 junior running back, backup running back, Lucas Holbrook. So Mandel going deep into his bench here, and looks like some of the linemen are taking at least this series off for Victor. So you see big Connor Williams on the sideline.
It's hard to miss him.
Yeah. Another big boy on the right side of the line right now. I think it's 63 maybe. Pitch. 53, and there's the run again by Holbrook.
Joey Santola.
Off the right side. Joey Santola, pretty big boy on the right side there of the line, yeah. He's listed at 6'5", 270. And again, put him next to Connery. He looks small, right? Maybe I didn't notice him earlier.
Put him next to Rowan McGinn. He looks small.
Yeah.
McGuinn, I'm sorry.
It's all right. 3rd and 5.
Well,
Run off the left side this time. It's number 16 on the carry. That is Christopher Palmieri, sophomore, 5'10", 170 pounds. Gets second carry of the night.
He's probably not, but if Bill McGuinn's out there listening, he's going to give me a nudge next time I see him, or Mike McGuinn.
And I think that
I know Bill better than I know Mike, but
I think they're gonna try for a field goal. I heard they must have yelled field goal unit, and a couple of guys scrambled for their helmets. So it looks like the starting line's back in for the field goal try here at the 24. So about a 41-yard field goal here by Fiorca. It's going to be short, and Monroe's going to down it. Okay, Mathis got it. We're just going to down it. Fiorica. Max Fiorica, I beg your pardon. Fiorca, what was that? All right.
That's called pronouncing someone's name for the first time.
Yeah. First and 10 for Monroe as we hit the 4-minute mark just about here in the third quarter. Heard one of the fans there telling those linemen to have your helmets ready to go if they need you to get back on the field for the field goal unit, as they did.
If they're going to yell something, that's not a bad thing to yell. You know?
I've heard worse.
Be ready.
I've heard worse.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
Now the lights are starting to take effect on the field a little bit.
Yeah, it looks a little dim to me. Does it?
It
might be the glass in the press box. Let's take a quick look.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a great point.
I can't figure it out. There's the board. Don't forget it. The board there. All right, Monroe's got it. First and 10, 20-yard line. Held Billings after slinging the ball quite around. It looks good in quarterback, but is that Mathis again? Boy, that kid just keeps
looks
coming.
Like it's fumbled, maybe? The ball get fumbled?
Nah, they're going to calm him down. They're going to calm him down. Maybe we'll get a replay on this one, but
Ruling is down by contact.
down by contact, ruled down by contact. Yeah, it's this kid just keeps coming, boy. He's getting hit. 81 hits him. Let's see who had the first initial strike there by.
You know, the kids kind of rushed into it like there was a fumble, though, right?
Great tight shots here by Varsity Media. Yeah, it was 18 on the initial hit there, I think. Bryant Decker. I mean, they are using the whole roster. We've called them a lot of different players' names here for Victor. Second and 9. 3 minutes and clock rolling here in the third quarter. Shotgun. And Speed can't hang on to that one just off the fingertips, Paul. May have heard the footsteps.
May have. It was a little behind him.
Yeah.
And Hill Billings put a little zip on it. He is, like we said, he's certainly gaining confidence as he steps back there. He drops back. And he's certainly not holding back when he lets it go. A little behind him and a little zip to it. Speed wasn't ready for that.
No, it's third down.
But again, on the sidelines with him. That's been the thing. They're trying to get him open there on the sideline. You get him some work there in space.
The last throw was across the middle, was intercepted, so we'll see where they go in this one. Looking right. He's going deep. He's got a man. Johnson ball a little underthrown. Johnson with a great fingertip catch. He hauls it in.
If he had only just pulled that to his helmet and held on to it, that would have been reminiscent.
Tyree-esque. Yeah, I tell you what, if the ball isn't underthrown, that might be a huge touchdown play.
Yes.
That might have been a 79-yard touchdown if you look on the replay here. Yeah, he had the guy, he had him beat. And he'll go all the way up to the 48-yard line. That's a 28-yard gain. 27-yard gain for Monroe. One of the bigger ones of the evening for them. Gets them out of danger zone out near midfield and build some confidence for them as they try to move the ball, build toward next week for them against Aquinas.
Good point by you, though. But if that's that pass is more on the line, Johnson's
He's probably gone. Yeah, they got a good little hole here and good little push. Gain of about 3. Our broadcast on the Varsity Media Sports Network brought to you tonight by Salvatore's Pizza, 234-5555.
We're getting.
Make sure you support these local companies. They support our local broadcasts. And Salvatore is one of the sponsors of my high school radio show, and its 18th year, the Connors and Paris High School Sports Show, brought to you by Salvatore's Pizza. And we're on every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Fox Sports 1280. You can catch us our replay at connorsandferrisshow.com. Ooh, that was almost picked off by number 40 for Victor Sam Ricci, and he probably would have taken that one to the house
easily.
Sure, if Hill Billings didn't see him, but was right at him.
You mentioned the Salvatores. I got a little bit of a weak spot for Donuts Delight as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Just a little weak
absolutely. Spot. Yeah, that's Donuts. Salvatore's at the historic Donuts Delight site over on Culver Road there in Rochester.
The apple fritters are hard to know.
Yeah, that's tough.
You can't.
No one's going to be open on the way home now. Thanks, Paul. 3rd and 7. High snap. Nice job by Hill Billings to pull it in. And he's scrambling. He better look out. He throws it away just in the nick of time. Because
savvy play.
Yeah.
Really savvy play. Speed was there.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah. I think his pride might be hurt on that one just a little.
Yeah, well, good thing he got rid of it. They were coming for him. Applying the pressure was Christopher Palmieri from the backside, I believe. And here comes Nick Leonard after him there in the replay. And the big hit as Palmieri right up in there.
Again, the composure. I mean, it was a bad snap. He settles that. And really he had a look downfield, just nothing was there for him.
4th and 7, they're going to go for it. Almost right at the 50-yard line stripe here at Victor.
Why not? Empty backfield.
Where's Mr. Speed here on the left side?
Right here.
He's looking this way, and he throws it for him. And it's caught. It's going to be a little short. Good job on the coverage and the tackle. Palmieri in on the hit, and also number 8 for Victor in on the hit. Keegan Mathis. So Victor will take over on downs at their own 45-yard line. And heading toward the end of the third quarter. Matthew Brady looks like he is still. You got to wonder if they might go to a third-string quarterback at some point. Shotgun now for Brady.
Is this the first time he's gone shotgun?
I don't know, but I don't think they're going to pass it. No one was wide. And there's a handoff. And here's where I think Victor goes into chew up the clock mode, Paul.
Yeah, Palmieri.
Out of sportsmanship, Palmieri on the carry. He's one of those sophomores.
Christopher Palmieri with a carry.
Ty Rader, also a sophomore on the squad. And Casey John Keohane.
2
Sam
yards.
Ricci, 2 years on the carry. 2nd and 8. Near midfield. Another shotgun snap. And this is handed off over to, maybe is it Bowman? It is Bowman. He'll pick up the first down and more, keeping those legs pumping across the 40-yard line, close to the 37. Nice pickup there of 10-plus yards by Connor Bowman. Hard running there by the young man. Like that. Boomer. If your nickname's Boomer, you got to run hard. You don't tiptoe if your nickname's Boomer. He just ran over a guy right there. Look at that. Used his shoulder to lead the way. And that looks like it's going to be the end of the third quarter. And as we do that, can we go to a break here at the end of the third quarter? All right. At 3 quarters in the books here from Victor, you're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Are you settling for a boring live stream? Can't see the players' uniforms? No audio? Camera not following the action? Consider a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Our announcers help tell the story of your game.
Goes McCarthy.
He's got. He's in.
Touchdown, Farmingdale.
We feature multiple camera angles, guaranteed to capture all the action.
Touchdown, Oceanside.
Plus added features like graphics, instant replay.
Yeah, the shooters are going to shoot here at Bethpage. And one of many threes on the day.
Interviews, and more. It's your time to shine. And with Varsity Media, now you can. Contact us today and book a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone 516-403.
Jeff DeVeronica and Paul Gotham here back at Victor High School. Blue Devils 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Hand off to the up back, and tough to see who that was at this point, but we'll check it out. Big young fella there. It might have been number 12, Jack Stevens.
No gain in the play, 2nd down.
Oh, he's listed as a wide receiver, but I thought that was number 12 on the carry. We'll see. Good hustle in and out of the lineup there by off the field by Ty Rader, one of the sophomores we'd mentioned. Victor going to move to 5-0 on the season, heading into next week's regular season finale against Pittsford, and looks like they're locked up a spot pretty much in the playoffs.
Although they've been warning us, don't say that.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say even if it's 5-1, they're going to get in.
Right.
And, of course, I put the binoculars away, and now it's tough. As the sun comes down and there's no sun at all, it's tough to see some of those ball carriers. It looks like it was Kieran Boyce on one of the carries there for Victor. Yeah, that one right there, in fact. Victor going backwards a little bit here, 3rd and 13. See the Victor sideline. Their guys are happy, healthy, and looking toward the regular season finale on Tuesday. Here at home, that'll be a 7 o'clock kickoff. Brady on the pitch, and back to, that's a big hit. That one's O'Leary, I think 31. Luke O'Leary.
Yes.
Junior, good to see him get back up. Took a big hit. He's okay. 4th down. I think we'll see Victor go for it and see what happens. Roll the dice. And the clock.
Keeps the clock moving.
You know, when I first started my basketball career, I was always part of the clock movement because I played 5th quarter. Back in junior in elementary school, I was part of the 5th quarter crew.
Any experiences there.
Why did we become sports writers? Because we couldn't play sports.
That's right.
That's a quick. Oh, it's a pooch. It's a pooch kick by Brady. And
was that tipped at the line? It had to be tipped at the line.
Yeah, I think so. Going backwards.
Puck goes out of bounds at the Monroe 32-yard line.
Honey Falls Lima is rolling in the halftime here, 41-0 in their ball game.
Not surprised by
Pal
that.
Mac.
That Honey Falls Lima team. Reese Joint at quarterback is talk about composure. He's a kid who can certainly run it out of a bunch of situations. He can take a direct snap and run it. He's also a kid who scrambles out of the backfield pretty well. But then you got a kid like Patrick Lustig, who is
big boy,
an all-county player on basketball. So you've got that, and
you will hear and see HFL football on the Connors and Ferris High School Sports Show this weekend as they look to move to 5-0 tonight.
Nolan Smith is the sophomore. I'd like to talk more about his basketball, but boy, he can. He's a kid. He ended up getting a nice catch against Wayne there last week.
That's what they've been looking to do with Matheson. And he's a little jersey tug there, and he's still going though. That's this kid, I tell you.
He's not stopping. Keeps his feet moving.
I think that's Hunter DeClerc on the tackle. He's one of those seniors for Victor. You'll see him be honored after the ball game. And we haven't mentioned much about Class A, which where my Irondequoit Eagles reside, but they're going to be in play in Class A. We'll see if East gets in. I don't know if they're going to get in, but looks very interesting. Section 5 playoffs going to happen next weekend. Well, I shouldn't say that. Next weekend's in a few days, but a week and a half. Okay, shotgun snap again. Clock rolling, 8:53 and counting. And it's a draw, and it's stopped by those Victor backups. Ball comes loose. And the way the Victor says they have it, Blue Devils create the turnover. Not sure who's on the recovery. Maybe we can catch it on the replay here, but big hit and another turnover. Victor will take over in Monroe territory. Ball still in now, and then pulled out. I think number 40 is the guy that pulled it out for Victor. And that's 27 on the recovery, maybe? Owen Stone on the recovery, and I believe that it was Sam Ricci, whose name we've called quite a bit tonight, on the takeaway. Created that fumble. Brady under center. And the handoff up the middle. Bowling his way for extra yardage. Nice job there by the ball carrier for Victor. Trying to grab that number. And it's number 6 again. Lucas Holbrook, I should say. Junior. Brady's going to sleep well too tonight. He's the one. He runs over to the sideline, gets the play, and runs all the way back between plays. To get to. Then again, he's just turning and handing the ball off quite a bit, so not a lot of running during the play for young Mr. Brady. Second and 5. Palmieri on the carry. Not much going on there. Good play on defense. I believe that was number 20. Number 21, Edwin Washington, in on the tackle. He's a junior from Monroe.
Pardon the delay.
If DeTulio's here, he'd say Monroe.
Monroe.
I don't know why he's Monroe.
You mentioned Class A. I wanted to look it up just to make sure. So Athena has to host Canandaigua next week. And you mentioned East because East and Athena are right there on that.
There'll be room for Canandaigua next week. Yeah. East will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt. So looks your Irondequoit Eagles.
Irondequoit's in, and then Canandaigua's going to get in.
And Spenceport will be in.
Yeah.
It's going to be who's going to grab
that
the fourth spot.
Yeah. Palmieri, he hangs onto the ball. Big hits there from Monroe.
Boy, he took about 3 hits on that.
Yeah, he did. Hard running there by the sophomore. Picks up the first down, Christopher Palmieri.
Again, you've been saying it all night, but the spirit of this Monroe team, they're great to watch because They're still getting in there on the play. They're still getting in on the line. So
you saw that young man, though. He didn't even try to wrap. He just tried to throw a shoulder shiver to knock him down.
Yeah.
Palmieri eluded him, and you got to try to wrap him up and grab him.
Yeah. Out of the eye.
Hand off to the up back. Looked like 34, possibly.
Definitely. Yes, definitely. Kieran Boyce.
And not a lot going on there. It'll bring up a second down for Victor. Thanks to Salvatore's Pizza for sponsoring the broadcast and for all the folks, Joel and the whole crew here, running the cameras and the switchers and getting you different angles and some tight shots here. Varsity Media, a tremendous service to Section 5, and we joked about it on the radio and said it's like having a Section 5 Red Zone channel on a football night.
Yeah, it really is.
It's really cool, and it was very similar in basketball too, so kind of neat. I don't think this live stream is going away. That's good news for Varsity Media.
Yeah. This is
Bowman on the carry up the gut again, and he's a hard runner, a little guy, but he takes him. He's like a little Julian Edelman out there in the backfield, though.
Boy, are you a Patriots fan?
I'm not.
Because you're talking
Brady,
about the whole Brady
well, the guy's
thing,
name is Brady. Come on.
I know, but you went right to it. You went to it too easily.
Well, probably because Edelman just retired, and
Okay,
even though I'm not convinced he's really retired, I think he'll probably end up with the Buccaneers. But I'm not. My in-laws are from Boston, so it was I really relished this past season. In adulthood, I've become a Bills fan. I was a Cowboys fan growing up, but when they fired Jerry Jones, when Tom Landry got fired by Jerry Jones, I really lost it for the Cowboys. 3rd and 7, pitch left. Here we go again. Bowman, this time not a lot going on there. He's going to be short of the first down. Bring up a 4th down, under 5 minutes to play here in Victor. Blue Devils on their way to becoming 5-0.
Well, our youngest daughter went to Canisius College, so somewhere along the line I've become someone who has to cheer for the Bills. I don't have much of a choice in the house. I'm not complaining.
People are happier when the Bills are winning. Yes. It looks like Fiorica is going to try another field goal here. This one about 30 yards away. This one is up, and this one is...
There you go.
Good.
Max Fiorica. And I don't think that was a great snap.
No.
I think it was
I didn't see the hold. We'll get an idea on who had the hold here on the replay. Hopefully we can pull that one up. But
because he hesitated. He started his motion, and he stopped. It was a nice job.
Yeah, I think it's number 2. That's Marcus Hampton maybe on the hold. Sure-handed Marcus Hampton if it was him. And nice job getting that ball down and boot up. And the only points here of the second half. Good senior. Nice thanks for Victor Athletic Director Dewey Weimer stopping by to say hello. Appreciate the hospitality here in our nice warm press box. Well lit.
Yes.
When I started out as a sports writer in the 90s, folks, sometimes there were no press boxes. I remember actually literally standing on a sideline in Buffalo in driving rain covering a Mercy regional game for girls soccer. And Wambach was playing and thinking to myself, what am I doing? Wind is like it was one of those days where if the umbrella's at your back and the wind's at your back and the rain's at your back, and it's got to be like that or you're going to get covered with rain. But no, and I covered a lot of Spencerport soccer games at Spencerport for championship soccer where I was freezing my hands off because it was an open air press box.
Right.
The wooden window.
Yes,
Paul.
the wooden window.
Yeah.
I know it well. Well, and in the long-standing contest between paper and water's undefeated. Water's undefeated. And it's difficult to take notes.
Yes. There became a point where I would just, if there was something happening on the field, I would just voice it into my recorder.
Well, even then you got to be worried, right?
Yes. All right, Monroe. This could be their last drive of the game. We'll see what happens. Remember, stick around after the broadcast, after the game ends, I should say. The broadcast will continue. All you Victor families out there that couldn't be in the stands, happy to bring to you the senior night festivities here from the campus on the lush grounds of Victor Central. Looked like we got a young man jumping offside, and they're not going to call it. That's the Wildcat, and that's number 28 getting sacked.
Roberto Robinson.
Big sack there from number 59 is pretty animated there for Jake Ostendorf.
It's another name. First
time mentioned, Jake Ostendorf, and see who else makes some plays here in the last last couple of minutes for Victor and Monroe to see who gets their name on the broadcast.
This expansive campus here is Victor.
It's unbelievable. 82 quickly into the game. Avery Schaff into the defensive backfield for Victor. And
are there any stoplights on this campus?
There could be, right? Joey Santola still in the ball game, 6'5", 270 pounds, and see him on the line. 64 also in there for Victor. DJ Eisler, a junior, 220. Ball is fumbled, and
Robinson recovers
Robinson again.
Gets back on it.
All right. Can make up a third down and a country mile, as they say. I don't even know how long a country mile is, Paul. Do you know? Does anybody know how far a country mile is?
You're talking about a guy who
Is
grew up on Flower
the
City
mile
Park.
longer in the country than the city? Okay. Well, this will happen when it's 38-6.
I can tell you, growing up in the city, the mile is longer during the winter when the sidewalks are icy.
Walking both ways uphill, aren't you? Yeah.
When the sidewalks are icy, the mile's a little longer.
Oh, high snap. He's going to be pressured again. Oh, boy. And it looks like it's recovered by Victor. And another high snap. He couldn't bring that one. Robinson couldn't bring that one down. And it looked like maybe 44 covered the ball for Victor. And I don't think I've called number 44's name tonight. Matthew Braun.
You have not.
Another junior. And
welcome to the broadcast.
could we dial up the replay, Joel, and make sure I got the right? No, we can't. All right, we can't. Well, Matthew Braun, congratulations.
Welcome to
Hope it's not another young man. I think it was 44.
And if not, we got to mention it.
All right, let's see what happens here. 9-yard line and
2:23
to go. I don't think you take knees. I think you let the kids play here. I mean, we'll see what happens. A little indecision here. With the Victor Pro's a little confused at what the play call is, but yeah, they're going to take a knee. Classy.
As always.
I think that was if they're looking at the sideline, like what's the play here?
Yeah.
So that'll do it. Make sure you stick around, folks. Don't go away. Don't turn off your television or your iPad or your iPhone or whatever phone you have. Make sure you stick around and honor the seniors here. It's been a lot of fun for us. First football game I've ever called in my career. I hope it wasn't that choppy for you folks out there. Appreciate Paul Gotham from Pick and Splinters. Make sure you Victor folks and Monroe folks get on to Pick and Splinters later tonight or tomorrow morning to read the story.
Absolutely.
And about this big 38-6 win for the Blue Devils. They'll go to 5-0 in the season. Monroe will fall to 1-4.
Thank you for asking me.
Oh, it's glad. You know, I really appreciate what you're doing for the area, what your site has done to add another great layer of sports, high school sports coverage, and more for Section 5 sports in the Rochester area. And hopefully next time I get to see you, will be without our masks on in a press box, or probably more likely on a sideline somewhere without our masks on. But do what you have to do, folks, to stay safe. This isn't over yet, and just real excited that high school sports have been able to go on here in New York State and give the young people a chance, and the coaches and the families to enjoy these moments, because you don't get these back. And I know it's one of the great reasons I love high school sports is they're making memories for a lifetime for these kids.
It has been great to, you mentioned the staffs and the athletic departments and the referees, the way that everybody has made this work, because you've compressed a lot into a very short amount of time. And you look at a lot of these officials, many of these officials are also basketball referees.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting. I work for a school district. I work for West Irondequoit now, and they're, we people think that the kids, because the kids are only in there a couple days a week. Well, your kid is, but the other kid is also in the other set. So school's open 5 days a week, and the staff goes in 5 days a week. Yeah. And just because your kids aren't there, they're still working. And I can tell you from working with our athletic director, the athletic department staffs have been working so hard to do things in a way they never had to do them before. You got to make sure you got sanitizer. You got to make sure you have the temperature checks. You got to make sure the kids are doing their screens every day to keep everyone safe. A lot of hoops have been to jump through to get this to happen, and it was really cool that you could tell that the high-risk sports were ready to go when they finally got the call. And that's the final score, folks, from Victor. It's 38-6. That's a wrap, Paul Gotham. Thank you for doing this, and
Thank you for asking
thanks,
me.
Joel, to
This
you
was
and the
fun.
whole Varsity Media crew here. Terrific job. Look at that beautiful picturesque scene from Victor, and I'm going to shut up and get out of the way.
Before we leave it, when we watch this stuff, you got to remind yourself that you're watching high school football.
It's really cool. It's a high-level production and high-level play. So, but all you seniors, stick around. Really great gesture here. The Monroe kids waving to the Victor kids. I don't think we're doing any handshakes in the COVID era, but really nice job for them to both come across the field almost and say nice job to each other. Coach Mohammed, they're exchanging some words with in a nice way with the Victor coaching staff.
Yep.
And again, great sportsmanship. Actually, that's not Coach Mohammed, but in any event, great job by all. And again, you Victor senior families or whoever, if you are from Victor, you want to stick around. We're going to stop talking and end our broadcast, but we're going to keep the cameras on, and you get to hear the public address, talk about the seniors here. 24 of them here for the Victor football team and 11 senior cheerleaders. So for Joel from Varsity Media and Paul Gotham, my name is Jeff DeVeronica. Thanks for joining us here on the Varsity Media Sports Network, folks. Have yourself a safe evening, a good evening, and stay safe.
Folks, at this time, if all the senior parents would head down to the track, please. Once again, senior parents of both players and cheerleaders. Head on down to the track now, please. Senior parents, head down to the track, please. Once again, if the senior parents head down to the track, we're going to start with the cheerleaders when the time comes. So the cheerleaders are going to be first, and then we'll do the players after that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Senior Night. This is our opportunity to honor senior players and cheerleaders and their parents who have contributed so much to the success of this program. We're going to start with our cheerleaders. And first up is Sophia Battaglia with parents Michelle and Joe. Sophia will be getting her real estate license and starting at a brokerage firm in Buffalo in the fall. Next is Taylor Gravino with parents Susan and Todd and brother Thomas. Taylor plans on attending Penn State University and University Park with a double major in biology and special education. Next is Paige Guck with parents Lori and Jason and siblings Jackson and Olivia. Paige plans on attending ECC with a major in radiation therapy. Next is Maddie Johnson with mom Heather, dad and stepmom Paul and Michelle, and siblings Mitchell, Marshall, and Mackenzie. Maddie plans on attending UB with a major in sociology. Next is Claire Kelly with dad Jeff and brother Calvin. Claire plans on attending the University of Tampa with a major in biology. Next up is Carol Latimer with parents Michelle and Clay, sisters Olivia and Ava, and grandmother Grinky. Carol plans on attending Niagara University in the nursing program. Next is Celia Palmieri with parents Christy and Jamie and brother CJ. Celia plans on attending Ohio State University with a major in marketing. Next up is Abby Sandberg with mom Diane, brothers Nathan and Caleb, and boyfriend Chris. Abby plans on attending FLCC. Next is Olivia Trass with parents Sue and Greg and sister Ava. Olivia plans on attending Damon College in the physician assistant program. Next is Alyssa Thompson with mom Janelle, brother Mason, and aunt Kim. Alyssa plans on pursuing a nursing degree. And finally, Sam Wing with mom Dana, dad and stepmom Shane and Kate, and sisters Kenley and Kyla. Sam plans on attending Damon College in the nursing program. Let's hear it for our cheerleaders. And now your players. First up, Cody Jensen with mom and stepdad Heidi Jensen and Dwayne Stoll, and dad and stepmom Jason and Colleen Jensen. Cody plans on attending FLCC. Next up, Caleb Jensen. Same family. And Caleb plans on attending FLCC as well. Next up, Marcus Hampton with mom Christina Smith, aunt Tiffany Smith, brothers Marquise and Markel Hampton, and sister Natalie Hampton. Marcus plans on attending college and playing football at the next level. Next is Roger Purcell with father and mother Michael and Pratima Purcell. Roger plans on attending college. Next is Colin James with mother Melissa Pierce and sister Alexis Pratt. Colin plans on attending college and studying engineering. Next is Trenton Sherman with father and mother Jay and Allison Sherman. Trenton plans on attending a D3 school and playing football. Next is Keegan Mathis with father and mother Quincy and Jill Mathis. Keegan plans on getting right to work. Next is Trevor and James Knapp. With mom and dad Dawn and Greg Knapp, grandmothers Nancy Quigley and Lois Knapp. Trevor plans on playing football at Brockport and studying exercise science, and James plans on attending SUNY Brockport and continuing his football career and majoring in business. Next is Jaden Tantillo with mom and dad Jill and Dave Tantillo. Jaden plans on studying nursing at St. John Fisher College. I have two brothers that are nurses. That's awesome. Next is Isaiah Kauser with mother and father Kay and Johnny Kauser. Isaiah plans on attending college at the next level and studying marketing. Next is Nick Benetti with mom Christine Valway, dad Mike Benetti, sister Olivia, and aunt Celia Benetti. Nick plans on playing lacrosse at Oswego. Next is Rashawn Baker with mom Katie Baker, sister Rashida, and brother Rashad. Rashawn plans on attending Bucknell University to play football. Next is Kieran Boyce with dad and stepmom Jim and Greta Boyce. Kieran plans on majoring in biology at either University of Delaware or Penn State Barron. Next is Ryan Travers with mom and stepdad Elizabeth and Drew Byler and father Christopher Travers. Ryan plans on going to FLCC for a semester and then on to SUNY Oswego to play lacrosse. Next is Connor Williams with mom and dad Kristen and Chris Williams. Connor plans on attending St. John Fisher and continuing his basketball career.
get a picture of your shoulder.
Next is Hunter DeClerc. Father and mother Chris and Marcia DeClerc, and sisters Samantha and Megan. Hunter plans on working as an electrician. Next is Joe Santola with mom and dad Christine and Rick Santola. Joe plans on attending FLCC. Next is Max Fiorica with dad and mom Leonard and Eve Fiorica. Max plans on attending Geneseo to play soccer and study business. Next up is Nick Franzak, with dad and mom Chris and Jessica Franzak, sister Caitlin and brother Ryan. Nick plans on attending UB to play football and study business. Next is Tyler Hobson with mother and father Tara and Kevin Hobson and sister Grace. Tyler plans on attending St. John Fisher to play football and major in biology. Next is Connor Bowman with dad and mom Brent and Christy Bowman. Connor plans on attending college.
Let's go, Bowman! Let's go, first years to post for pitches.
And finally, Kyle Geitler with mother and father Julie and Chris Geitler. Kyle plans on attending either Ithaca College, Seton Hall, or the University of Pittsburgh to major in health sciences or physician's assistant. This is such a bittersweet moment. Let's hear it for all our seniors, players, cheerleaders, and parents.